Well, I don't think states of consciousness are completely uncommunicable. I mean, for a start, we can communicate structural properties of consciousness quite straightforwardly, theorize about the structure of a visual field, the differences between, say, experiences of color and a quality space. So there's no problem communicating that much. And I think in the first instance, science of consciousness, and maybe even a metaphysics of consciousness, will be in part trying to just explain the structural properties of consciousness. When it comes down to the intrinsic properties, it's a bit harder. I mean, I can never be sure that when I say experience of red, I mean the same thing that you mean. Still, you might say we take it on trust. I mean, we don't have to have an ironclad guarantee of communication for there to be communication. I mean, it will get harder once we go to the experiences of bats, of Martians, and so on, where we don't have these experiences. I mean, still there's possibilities. Maybe if you're sympathetic to the panpsychist idea, maybe there'll be a few fundamental phenomenal qualities whose nature we can induce by inference to the best explanation from our own case, and then put them together to theorize about the experiences of other beings. I mean, maybe these will be hypotheses, and there's always the question of how do we test by getting at someone else's problem of someone else's conscious states. But that's more of an epistemological problem than a conceptual problem. So I think there might be at least some hopes on the conceptual side.